Hey, it's Patrick. And one of the questions I get asked most often is, do I need a fuel injection controller for my Harley Davidson? And while generally my answer is yes, the bigger question is, which one do you need? So to make this a little bit easier to digest, we're gonna break this down and put our fuel injection controllers into two buckets. The first ones are gonna be for bikes that are either stock up to stage 1 modifications, and the second bucket being everything else, all the modifications after stage 1. So what I consider stage 1 is anything with an intake, mufflers, or full system, or any combination of that. Basically, you haven't cracked a valve cover on it, you just done bolt-ons. These fuel injection controllers are going to be the ones that work best for those bikes with that level of modification. First up is Vance Hines FP4 at $460. Coming off the wildly popular FP3, the FP4 is the latest in that line. And it is a Bluetooth app-based flash tuner. Basically what that means is you plug this into the bike, you use the app on your phone to pull the tunes out of the cloud and load them into the bike. Now you can take this back off of the bike, but it is locked to the bike. Once you use this on the bike, you can't use it on anything else. If you leave this on the bike, you have some more functionality. You have real-time data display via the app on your phone, where you can go in and see all kinds of information, and you can read and clear trouble codes. But Vance Hines refers to this as a stage 1 tuner. So the maps you have available to you via Vance Hines in the cloud are gonna be stage 1 maps, stuff for just air cleaners and full systems, hence the stage 1 moniker. Although Vance Hines does have very good map support, you can reach out to them for some extra tweaks. Next up is Dynojet's PV4. Again, very similar to the Vance Hines FP4. This one comes in at $430, and it is an app-based Bluetooth flash tuner. Plug this into the bike, same thing. Use the app from Dynojet to pull those tunes off of the cloud, get them into your motorcycle. You do not have to leave this on the bike, but if you do, you have some other functionalities. Again, you can read and log real-time data. You can configure the data on your phone to read out how you want, and you can clear trouble codes, which is really, really cool. The other thing about the PV4 is you can buy more licenses. So if you use this on a bike, you want to use it on another bike, you can buy a license and do that. Dynojet has maps that they call stage 1, 2, and 3, but really it's anything with an intake, mufflers, and full exhaust, nothing past that. So if you're gonna do more than that, this probably isn't the tuner for you. Next up is Dynojet's Power Commander 6. Now this is a piggyback style unit. You see all kinds more plugs on here. That's because this does stay on the bike. You have to plug this in line on your harness, and it interrupts that signal from the ECM to your injector and then modifies the tune-up that way. So what this means is for $465, you have to plug this into your computer, then you have access to Dynojet's base tunes for your motorcycle. It's a little more complicated than using your phone, but you still have access to all of that database. Where this stands out from the other two controllers we just talked about is you can actually modify the base maps on this using the Dynojet software on your computer. You can modify it 15% either way on fuel, so you can add 15 points of fuel or take away 15 points of fuel off of the base map they give you, and you can change ignition settings 8 degrees either way, positive or negative, off of that base map. So there's a little bit more adjustability here, but you do have to leave this on the bike. You don't get the hot rod stuff on your phone, but you do have the ability to plug in some Dynojet accessories to this, things like a quick shifter or their pod unit, where you could then get real-time data display, and this thing will store up to 2 maps, so if you have that accessory like the pod, you can switch maps on the fly. For our stage 2 and beyond bikes, up first is the Dynojet Power Vision 3 coming in at $465, and I think this might be the best bargain in the bunch of all the controllers. Now, it is a flash tuner like the tuners we were talking about before in the PV4 and the FP4, but it is not ran off of an app on your phone. So you plug this into your bike, and it has base map tunes loaded in it from Dynojet, and they send the tune to your motorcycle, and you can take this off the bike if you want. But you can also plug this into the computer and download more tunes from Dynojet. You can use the Dynojet software, and you can actually get into that tune and make tons of modifications, or you could go to a Dynojet tuning center with a dyno and have a completely custom map made for you. Also, this does give you the ability to run Dynojet's auto tune kit. That's an accessory you buy after this. It upgrades it to wideband sensors, which is a better tune. But you can also leave this on the bike. This is a very robust unit. It's waterproof. You can leave it on there because you can do things like record data. You can have a data display on here where you're going down the road. You can see what's going on this unit right here. Also, you can read and clear codes with this. Really good overall piece. It does lock to the bike, but like the Power Vision 4, you can buy more licenses and use this to tune another vehicle. Next is the original Power Vision, coming in at $777. This is an extremely useful piece. Basically, it mimics the Power Vision 3 in a ton of areas, but then expands on that. And what I mean is, it again is a flash-based tuner where you're going to get the unit loaded with bass tunes. It's going to plug into your bike. You're going to send the tune in there. You can also plug this into your computer, get more bass tunes from Dynojet, or you can get in there and make all kinds of tweaks to the map yourself. Or again, you can take this to a tuning center and have a custom map made. If you have a highly modified bike like ours, you're probably gonna have to have a custom map made. Where this starts to set itself apart from that Power Vision 3 is this really nice display. And it's not just the display, it's what it's capable of. It'll do everything the Power Vision 3 does, but you can make adjustments and fuel trims via this unit right here. So you can go into this screen, you can pick low, medium, high, you can do the entire range. You can add fuel, you can take out fuel, you can make ignition changes, you can change your idle, you can change your rev limit, all on this unit. It does have an auto tune setting built into it. Using stock sensors, it's somewhat limited, but again, there are the expandable pieces from Dynojet. You can use the target tune system, or you can use the auto tune system using wide bands and basically get your Power Vision to run a closed loop style system for you. Very powerful unit, but you're gonna pay for it at $777. Last but certainly not least is the ThunderMax unit here. These are gonna come in just north of $1,000. As you can kind of see, this is a complete ECM replacement. You're taking your ECM off of your motorcycle and replacing it with this. You're replacing the brains of your motorcycle with the ThunderMax. But it also comes with wideband O2 sensors, like I referenced in the two previous Power Visions, where you could upgrade to the auto tune or target tunes, where you have to buy the extra kit and it comes with the sensors. This already has that. So this essentially is a wideband closed loop tuning system. That's what we actually tuned our 131 with. Now you can go in there and get base maps. It's the same situation as the Power Visions. You can't use your app on your phone. You have to plug this into your computer and you'll get base maps from ThunderMax. And then the awesome part is you ride the bike to tune it. Because it does have wideband sensors on it, it senses a huge range off the motorcycle and makes active changes while you're going down the road. There is a ton of usability in this. If there is a negative to this, it is really kind of advanced tuning. Don't let it scare you off, but I don't know if I would spend the money to put this on just a lightly modified bike. Unless you travel a lot, the use would be if you're going up and down a lot of elevation. This will always keep that perfect tune in there for you. So this is definitely top of the food chain tuner. And now you can stop asking me which fuel injection controller you need, because you know everything I know. If you want to take a little bit deeper dive on some of these tuners, check out the other videos we have. We go in depth on how to load base maps, set them up, how auto tune works, so on and so forth. If you're looking for a little bit more information, feel free to click that info tab on your desktop or mobile device. That's going to take you to the product detail page where you can read other riders' reviews and more specs about the product. If you still have more questions, feel free to reach out to our customer service team. They would love to talk to you about what works best for you, your motorcycle, your budget, and riding style. I'm Patrick. Thank you for watching. Go work on those motorcycles.